Welcome back to space. It's everywhere. How about you? Are you feeling spacey?
Well, like Kevin Spacey?
I don't know. It's like what? Oh, I've seen Kevin Bacon. I was going to say like 10 degrees with Kevin Bacon. 5 degrees with Kevin Bacon. Since I'm going to have to go through the whole level again, you want to start off with new content?
I don't know.
Hi there, Fuzzball.
Yeah, let's do the sewers, why not? Since we're already here. You know, I love this level. It's got a vibe, you know? So, in case anybody's wondering, Silver is very
I
unhappy
am
right now
frustrated.
because
Well, it's definitely going to be covered tomorrow. Or, well, I guess. Watch the video posted on Monday to find out why.
it basically boils down to technical issues with the new Doom game. So,
And also technical issues with.
AMD. Graphics cards are a pain. This is why a lot of people still use consoles. And I say that nicely.
Also. Technical issues with Tumblr.
Oh yeah, Tumblr.
Yeah, no, the extension I use to have it be the old Tumblr is not working right now.
Oh, preach. Tell everybody how much new Tumblr's UE stuff sucks.
Tumblr sucks a lot. You know, like the actual fucking There's that fucking reinstall the extension entirely.
Oh, things are that bad, huh?
Well, it's not even letting me go into the... There we go. It wasn't even... There we go. Yeah, no, I just had to reinstall the fucking extension itself.
Fair enough.
Because it wasn't even letting me go into its settings, but... finally, everything is right.
So in opposite news, well, I haven't had any issues like Silver has been having.
You
I
absolutely have had...
Well, these are work-related. Work-related issues are completely different. Anyway, yeah, it's been a bad day overall. I'm not even gonna pretend.
What the fuck? Oh, that was just my dad letting me know that they made it safely to...
I'm gonna have ammo and everything. Dear God, I did not restock ammo as well as I thought I did. Minions of Doom, what the hell were you up to? You're just sniffing the ground? Where's my... I have enemies over here.
Absolute ground sniffer.
Cake sniffing orphans in the orphan shack. Classical reference for those who get it.
Yeah, no, I remember. Was that Matilda, I think?
No.
No? Fuck.
It's a
Was it-
series of unfortunate
yeah,
events.
series of unfortunate events. Look, I knew it involved orphans.
Matilda's not an orphan.
I mean, she might as well be with how neglectful her parents are.
Yeah, but that's different. That's about how like your family isn't like doesn't love her kind of thing.
Yeah, it's a found family kind of thing. Anywho, look, my brain is fried right now. It's been a day.
Fair enough. You are forgiven.
I should probably download or install the Dark Ages on my Steam Deck.
Yeah, probably a good idea. Yeah,
Is
this
this
would
thing
have
out
been.
of power? How the fuck is this out of power?
Well, as everybody knows, Gabe Newell is a very powerful being. Yeah, words.
No, I moved and the joystick fucking slammed down on my nipple.
Oh yeah, your very sensitive nipples you've been talking about.
Oh, yeah. They are so fucking tender. So,
So we're in the sewers of Poketara right now,
yeah.
which means that this resort has the nicest sewers I've ever seen.
Sorry.
All the other Ratchet and Clank games, by the way, get rid of the breath meter.
Naturally.
Though this game gets rid of the breath meter pretty quickly too, so it's not like it's
But we're about halfway through the game.
well, we're a little more than halfway. Poketara is like in the last chunk of levels. It's like the beginning of the end, if that makes sense.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm downloading Dark Ages on my Steam Deck. I'm gonna uninstall it from.
Your computer.
Oh wait. Oh. Oh neat. That's actually pretty useful.
Oh, what
If I
was
have
it?
it installed on my computer and then install it onto my Steam Deck, it'll install onto my Steam Deck from my computer rather from Steam itself, drastically reducing the install time.
Oh, nice.
So instead of like an hour to install, it'll only take like 10 minutes. Yeah, no, I was really excited to play Doom Dark Ages. It's just refusing to launch. Tomorrow's gonna be a lot better though. I am doing a lot of cool stuff tomorrow. I want to get Legos. I want to buy like a shelf I can get Legos and display them on.
I'm actually stumped on this one. I'm having a bad day.
Okay, let's see. Those are... Oh, those ones need to point to the top right. And then, yeah, move that one. Oh.
Oh, there we go.
See, told you.
Hey, what are you doing here?
I'm searching for a very elusive and secret substance.
Raritanium?
Her voice sound
maybe.
familiar.
The oceans on this planet are said to be an
Also, I'm
excellent source
hearing
of that
echo
element.
in your mic.
That's
Not
inevitable
anymore.
because I have
All
to
that
be able to hear
toxic
the
dumping
audio
has
for like
obscured any
gameplay
trace of
reasons.
I know, just make sure it doesn't echo
Find
in
Raritanium for me.
OBS.
Oh, I will not.
Here's the thing. You echo way more than the
My
game
latest
does,
invention,
so...
the Persuader.
Ah.
So,
intended to
I am
use it
more
to
worried
improve my
about
business,
your voice being
but the only
picked up
thing
on
that's
my
gotten me so
mic
far
than I
is a
am
discount
about,
from
like,
Gadgetron vendors.
Hey, I
the
could use
game
that.
being picked up on my
Well,
mic.
I'll trade
Why
it
am
for
I
some
echoing? Shouldn't I
Raritanium.
be coming out of your headphones?
Yeah, that's because you're really loud.
Our long range
Then turn me down.
I do.
on this planet.
You still
Oh.
get picked up. It's just the fact that it's like kind of crappy headphones.
Yeah. Ugh. Yeah, tomorrow I got a lot of stuff I'm gonna be doing. I'm getting a modular cubby dresser.
Our
I am gonna see the new Final Destination.
Oh, do let me know how that turns out.
I will. You're probably not gonna watch it.
You know I
'cause
don't like horror.
I got some
Yeah,
quick
you don't
bargains
like
for
horror.
you today.
Also, as fun as it would be to binge watch all the movies with you, I do not want to watch the first one or the fifth one like a day before I have to get on a plane.
Okay, those movies are basically designed to be like paranoia incarnate.
Yeah, because of the second one, I refuse to drive behind a truck that's hauling logs or pipes.
Oh, have you seen like the advertising for the new movie?
Yeah, I sent that to my sister.
That is
it's
very
really
funny.
good. It is really good advertising for Final Destination fans. Speaking of, from my friends who are big Final Destination fans, they've said, I've heard them say that the new one is pretty good. So,
I mean, it looks really good.
yeah, I saw the trailer. I saw the first trailer, which was the tattoo parlor scene, and that is the kind of stuff I like in it. I don't like the big flashy, stuff. I like the ones that are low enough for you to see the elements that are going to be involved.
Okay, what's your most favorite kill in the series, and what's your least favorite kill?
Oh god. I mean, least favorite kill is very easy. It's any of the ones in the fourth movie.
That's the one where they suck a man's insides out through his butt, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Honestly, if I
I
had to
that was like
absolutely-
during the height of the 3D and everything moment, right?
Yeah, the blood was CG. The blood was bad CG,
Oh,
and everything was in your face. And the part that pissed me off the most is that at one point, like, they have this big spectacle of the mall, like the mall being completely destroyed, hundreds dying, and oh, it's actually a premonition, so he can still prevent it. And then later it's revealed, oh, but that premonition was fake just to get him to sit in a cafe. It's like, that's stupid. That's really stupid.
Oh, dang, that's frustrating.
Yeah, I think
Apparently, there's a lot of talk about Tony Todd in regards to the new movie, since it's the last one he's
I'll,
gonna be in, because he's dead.
yeah, I'll let, yeah, I know. I'll let you, I'll let you know about Tony Todd. I'm avoiding anything,
That's fair.
But yeah, no, Final Destination, the first one, was the first movie I ever saw with Tony Todd. I even saw it before Candyman.
I have not even seen Candyman.
It's not bad.
I need to see Candyman. I know it's not bad. I've seen like enough of it, and I've heard enough things about it. I'm like, you know what? That sounds like a lot of fun. But then I just haven't, you know?
It's very much an 80s horror movie.
That's
Or is
fair.
it the 90s?
I think it's 80s.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely 80s because it wouldn't. Because the 90s has a very different style of horror to it.
Mm. Rise, rise, rise! There we go.
Oh, it was 1992.
1992?
Yeah, 92.
Dang, I thought it was like earlier than that.
Yeah, I thought it was like 87. Alright, but still, it's before the established. It's before the.
The generational switch.
Yeah, so it's early enough in the 90s that it didn't have that, like, 90s style to it.
Yeah,
You know,
that
the kind-
90s style where everything's CGI.
No. I mean, where everything is sort of meta.
Mm. When did Scream come out?
In the 90s.
Okay, yeah, I think that's what caused that.
Oh, definitely.
You get like one movie that's like legitimately really good and does something new, and then like every movie after is like doing the same thing for like a year, 10 years.
Yeah. But it's stuff like I Know What You Did Last Summer, Jacob's Ladder.
I never actually, as I said, I don't watch much horror, so I have not even seen like I Know What You Did Last Summer outside of like, what is it, like the guy with the fish hook for a hand?
Yeah, the one with the fish hook for the hand is I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Okay.
But yeah. Stuff like that. There's a very distinct style to the once the mid 90s rolled around. I think Scream and Bride of Chucky really sort of.
Yeah, speaking of brides, I recently saw Beetlejuice.
I still need to see that.
It's fine. It's different. I think if I was to like have a criticism, it would be something along the lines of like, it's very, you know that thing where it's like there hasn't been a movie in a series for like 20 years, so they want to hit all the hot hits again?
Oh yeah, like borderline pandering.
Yeah, just a little. It's not the worst for it, but like, you know how like it's very clear some reshoots happened because the ending kind of makes no sense when you think about it.
I'll take your word for it.
You probably don't even have to think about it. The ending's just really weird.
I'll probably check it out at some point.
No, I do
lot of movies
recommend
that I
it.
need
It's a lot of fun. It's Beetlejuice, you know?
Yeah. Like I said, I'll watch it eventually. I just haven't gotten around to. There's a lot of stuff on my list of things to watch.
There's
I
a
haven't
lot of
gotten
stuff
around.
you need to watch. So I'm not even gonna pretend that like you're
I
gonna
know,
watch
that's
it
what
in a
I'm
week.
saying.
Oh, speaking of things to watch, I recently rewatched Centaur World Season 1.
That's such a good show.
Yeah. It's funny, I've seen Season 1 like a bunch, but I've only seen Season 2 like once.
I occasionally watch. I occasionally watch it.
I think my issue
There's a
with
lot
Season 2 is that like Season 1 is... It's very personal to Horse, and Season 2 is more Centaur World, if
The
that makes
Ultramax
sense.
allows you to breathe underwater
Yeah.
in poisonous
So it's not bad. It's just like
It will auto-equip
everything good that Season 1 does, Season 2
Like,
kind of doesn't do
it's
anything
less
wrong.
personalized.
They're both hitting like different versions of the same kind of emotional arc. Whereas like Horse has to deal with personal change, now Horse has to deal with everybody changing around her.
Yeah.
Which is different and it makes sense thematically, but at the same time it's like you're taking away Horse's sort of
Focus.
focus, yeah.
I still even with all that, the last few episodes are still top notch.
Oh, the finale is just like legitimately breathtaking.
Yeah, I found myself listening to the soundtrack of season 2 far more than season 1. Like if I'm just purely listening to the music, especially the ones from the last few episodes.
That's fair. I really like the Becky Apples song for some reason.
Is it because of that paper
The what?
animation?
No. Just like the song, not even like the video.
You've seen the paper reanimation, right?
No.
Oh, somebody recreates the entire music video
I got some
with
great bargains.
paper cutouts.
Okay.
It
That's
is
a real beauty.
phenomenal.
Fair enough.
That's a real beauty.
I can believe that. But yeah, it's Becky Apples. Becky Apples, Becky Apples. How do you like them apples?
Yeah, I like the theory that Becky Apples was Gary's horse. Or no, that was canon actually.
Really?
In one of the flashbacks before Gary died, I think they mention that Gary's horse is. They mention Gary's horse being a whole thing, and oh my god, I don't remember if it was canon or just heavily implied actually, but chances are that Becky is Gary's horse,
Dang.
which would explain the high intelligence if so. Current theory is
Isn't Gary
you
the
remember-
skeleton?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure there wasn't like another Gary I'd forgotten about.
Yeah, no, Gary the skeleton. He was the chef at the castle, and he made amazing cake.
Oh.
Yeah, they referred it to as even the.
Oh,
the queen
right. Where'd you
referred
get
to it
this
as
cake? I
Gary
got it
cake.
from Gary. Okay.
Oh, if it wouldn't ruin the stress, I would eat a whole. I would go to town on a Gary cake. But yeah, so the theory goes that the pieces of evidence are this: Gary is found as a skeleton in the Moltar jails. We know that Moltars can dig between the worlds without the use of the portal. So the theory goes, Gary and Becky Apples ended up in Centaur World through a Moltar hole and ended up. Becky managed to escape back into the human world while Gary ended up getting arrested. And that's why Becky has such high intelligence for a horse.
Okay, this area kind of sucks. Mostly because I got this little flying guy that wakes up sleeping enemies, and the sleeping enemies are just, like, really tough.
Oh, what an asshole.
Yeah. I got two paths. I don't know which way either go, so I'm gonna let you pick right or left.
I don't know. You pick.
I don't know what happens in either direction either. So I'm letting you pick.
I told you I'm not going to make any choices in this.
Well, then I guess I'm just gonna stand here looking at the camera.
All right.
Literally just right or left. This is for fun.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Please stop asking me to make the choice on what you should do in the game, like legitimately.
I already said I don't know what's an either down either out. Literally, your voice is as good as mine here. I want to engage you a bit more into the exploration, you know?
I'm not the one playing though. The choices are yours and yours alone.
I'm inviting you to involve yourself with the game. So I get that the choices
And I
are.
declined the invitation.
That's no fun.
It's not fun for me to be put on the spot and told that I need to pick a choice in the game you're playing. It is not fun for me to have to make that choice for you.
That hurts, actually. I'm gonna be honest. I get your reasoning, but it still hurts. It feels like you just don't want to engage with it, and I get that.
It's not that I don't. It's choice paralysis.
You think I don't have choice paralysis either? I probably have it worse than you, actually. I can't even play Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah, the difference is you're the like I'm not the one playing this, so I shouldn't be put on the spot.
I'm inviting you to make a choice on left or right. It doesn't matter. In the end, I'm going to go both routes. It's just
Then
which...
why ask if you're going to do that?
Because I have to do both routes anyway. I'm just letting you pick which route you'd rather see first, left or right.
Well, I don't want to pick for you.
Damn it. Okay. I would like it if you were willing to pick for me. But if you are really sure you don't want to involve yourself in any way with the game or gameplay.
I do ask questions about, like, I do engage in the game. You know, I ask about I ask about, like, the lore and shit. I talk to you about the other games as well.
Alright, do you have any questions then?
I mean, not really. This one's pretty straightforward.
Okay, you're not even
Terms of
asking
what
what
you're
planet
doing.
I'm on?
Well, I'm gonna be honest. A lot of the planets like look the same to me.
Alright, you can ask about the planet. This one's actually pretty lore important.
Is it really?
Yeah. This one's Orxon. It's the homeworld of Chairman Drek.
Oh,
It's the one
right.
that's super polluted, so they're having to flee it. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Important lore right here. Like,
Yeah.
even Ratchet can't breathe this atmosphere.
Yeah, I noticed the Lego helmet he's wearing.
Lego helmet.
It does look like a Lego helmet.
Now that you say it, I'm really miffed because you're not wrong.
No, I want Legos so bad. I've been watching Spit Bricks, which is a YouTube channel about Legos. Really cool. And I want Legos. But I also need, like, a shelf to display them. I think what my plan is, after I buy you your birthday gift, I'm going to try and save up money for A, a big TV stand, and B, a big TV.
Oh, this is a cool set piece.
Oh yeah, the game, the only Ratchet and Clank I've played, which was just the multiplayer, is a multiplayer, but it had a room that was that had that kind of thing.
That would be Ratchet and Clank 3.
We have now found
I
the
guess.
perfect orbit for our planet, one which will allow for
Oh,
the
by the
optimum
way.
temperature
Oh, this
all
is
year
important.
round.
Oh.
However, there is
Nuclear
a
winter.
planet now occupying that orbit, and sadly, for its few insignificant inhabitants, it must be destroyed. That's why we've created this! The Planet Buster Maximus, a device capable of blowing an entire planet into subatomic particles. We're quite proud of it. Here's how it works. We attach the Planet Buster to this ship, fly it into orbit around the planet, and let it go! Kaboom! Quite ingenious, really. Once our trained professionals put the finishing touches on our new planet, everything will be complete. Thank you. Goodbye.
Now this guy's gonna blow up an entire planet? That's just mean.
That's what I've been telling you.
Look, I'm still gunning for Quark. If we end up taking out Drek too, hey, fine.
I mean, the guy's been blowing up planets
do
this
care.
entire time,
Don't
but...
push it, pal.
Yeah.
But this is literally just, I'm gonna blow up a planet for fun, so...
Yeah.
Oh, fun fact, this is a Clank segment that we're walking through right now.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, we're backtracking through a previous Clank segment. Because of how, like, the stage overlaps with itself. I think that's funny. You get to see, like, a Clank segment from Ratchet's point of view.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything in here of note.
Who knows?
You never know with devs. They always do this kind of thing where it's like you go someplace and you're like, ah, it's just a side thing, and then it turns out there's like 5 gazillion credits in a back room.
Yeah.
I think we're good.
Yeah. It seems like you got everything.
So I have the jetpack now.
Yeah.
How cool is this? He lets me do
Hey.
this.
Yeah, you got it from the teacher of the one that had that commercial.
I got it from Weird Al, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Weird Ed.
That's a nice one.
yeah, Weird Ed.
What's with the name Al? I swear. It's either like Big Gay Al or Weird Al, or it's never like Friendly Al, you know?
It's because it's a simple, like it's a single syllable word. It's just 2 letters. So it kind of just goes with everything.
I suppose. On a side note, Big Gay Al's song from the South Park movie is a lot of fun.
Yeah, a lot of songs in the South Park movie are fun.
Viva la Resistance.
Kyle's mom.
That's a classic.
Yeah.
Especially since we know Kyle's mom is canon to Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah.
Stand still. Don't move. They have eyes like a raptor. They only see what's in front of them.
So, you recently joined a watch party of an anime that I am surprised that you said you hadn't actually seen it.
What anime?
JoJo.
Oh, right. Yeah, I've never actually watched JoJo. I've told you before, I actually never cared about JoJo.
I mean, I didn't know that.
We've had this conversation before, I swear.
Maybe with someone else, or
No,
it
was like, God, it was during like one of our really old Spyro videos where I was like, yeah, I've never actually seen JoJo and I don't care to see it.
Yeah. Well, as I've said multiple times, I like part 1 and 2, but I do not care for 3 onwards. So we're starting with part 1 naturally. What'd you think of it so far?
It's fine. It's about what I expected from like cultural osmosis.
Yeah. You got to see at least a few of the memes origins. The It Was Me Dio, and the first roundabout. Which, the framing of that is phenomenal.
Visit
it's
Bomb's
in
like
episode-
the most expensive, but at the same time, it's the best for like killing these guys.
Oh, yeah, I could see that.
Because one, I can kill them while they're sleeping without having to get close.
Yeah. And 2, it gets a lot. It gets a lot of them. You wasted so much ammo on their iframes.
Yeah, unfortunately.
It looks like it's a little awkward in the first few frames.
Oh yeah, it shoots forward a bit, and then like from there it becomes easier to handle plotline.
Yeah, that makes sense.
He came at me. I had to Visibomb him.
You had no other choice.
I had to kill that man and his entire family. It was necessary. Oh no, I had to kill his cousin Frank too. Ah, tragedy.
kills you.
Tragedy struck the Borgian homeworld today when a fuzzy Lombax killed 12 different families.
God. I love that
This is
deleted
a
scene in
premium
Austin
nanotech
Powers.
dispenser.
Oh,
You can
that's a
purchase it
classic.
to increase your
It
maximum
is. It's what I always go to whenever the joke about henchmen having families pops up.
Fair enough.
'Cause it's so good. It's so good and it's so dark.
Okay, I can get premium nanotech. What?
He's gonna chug a fuck ton of nanopots.
And then he crushes the can. But
This
What's
dispenser
this?
also carries Ultra Nanotech, the very latest in Gadgetron technology.
what's
Ultra
going
Nanotech
on?
is
My
3
health,
times
it's
more
5
powerful
now.
than premium
I gained an
nanotech.
extra
Oh.
hit point. What?
Oh yeah, it's a health upgrade.
Crazy.
Wow. And now it's gone forever.
No, I'll get back.
Forever. You'll never have 5 again.
Don't tease me. That's an actual issue with Spyro 4. Spyro
Oh.
3.
Is it?
Yeah, so in Spyro 3, apparently they Insomniac failed to code Spark's 4th hit point right.
Oh no.
So sorry, had a sneeze. So he doesn't always heal up to 4 HP.
Oh, that's horrifying.
Indeed, it is very ridiculous.
Guessing that they fixed it in Reignited?
Yes, I believe they did.
Oh, thank God.
I just never go for the spark stuff, so until like the end, so I never notice it.
That must be the ship that will transport the bomb.
You think? Great work, detective.
Oh,
Well, yeah.
Double
Clank
tap the
is
R1
really
button
good.
to activate hover, and
Oh,
hold the
right.
L2 or R2 button to strafe from side to
This game
side.
does have strafing, it turns out. It sucks, but it's got
I
strafing.
got some great bargains for you today. That's a real beauty.
Yeah, strafing kinda sucks in this game. It's not
Why
built
would-
for it.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, so what happened basically is they realized late into development that people needed to be able to strafe back and forth to use guns right. But by the time which they realized that the game's not built for it, so the the jetpack kind of is like a band-aid on it. But it comes in too late, and it's just not good enough.
Yeah, like if it was faster a bit, it'd be good.
Part of it is that Ratchet hovers like an inch and a half off the ground, and most enemies are not built that tall.
Oh, they do the thing where. Oh,
Yeah.
that.
So as you notice with like the little gremlin guy I was trying to flamethrower, just not tall enough. So like I was
Yeah.
missing like half of those like fireballs. The advertising for this game was amazing though.
Yeah.
So what they did was they made real-life versions of all of the guns in this game.
Oh, nice. I'm guessing non-functional. Because I doubt
Kinda. What they did was they were like, it was mostly the big rockets and stuff and the flamethrower, but they did actually function. And it was exclusively for like ad campaigns.
Huh.
So there's videos of like guys with like the pyrocitor, burning down like fake Blargian enemies and stuff.
Funny. Oh fuck, what was I gonna say? You know what marketing campaign was absolutely wild?
What?
Oh god, I don't remember what game it is the thing, but basically they faked a butchered person using
Resident Evil.
Was it Resident Evil?
Yeah, it's where they like hid body parts around a city.
Yeah, they were made of like, pork, beef, or whatever.
Yeah, that was one of the Resident Evil games.
God, that's such a stupid marketing. That was such a stupid marketing stunt. Caused an actual panic.
Oh yeah. There's a few of those out there.
I know. That's the compilation. I think was it Mini Kudos that did a video on a bunch of really bad video game marketing.
God of War 2 had some really bad marketing where they like claimed they slaughtered a goat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hi there, Fuzzball. That's a real beauty.
Like that was like spectacularly bad idea.
Remember that Persona marketing campaign that people thought was gonna be people thought was a terrorist attack?
No, I've never heard of this.
Well, there was a Persona campaign. There was a Persona marketing campaign that was just like, I don't know. It was like, fuck. I'd have to watch the video to. I remember it happening when it happened, and like the people who knew, like the people who were like diehard Persona fans managed to clock it immediately, but most people thought it was like some kind of threat.
Dang.
It was like in 2018 or so.
Go, my Doombox. Go, kill for me. Kill. God, the Pyrocitor sucks. But I earned a skill point. Yes!
Hell yeah.
What's like a skill thing in a game that was like really impressive to pull off back in the day?
Oh, back in the day?
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm trying to think.
Haha!
I mean, a lot of the stuff I did in my Banjo-Tooie Let's Play would probably count. 'Cause I did a lot of tricks to sequence break.
I suppose.
And I think the one that that's where I've Banjo-Tooie is where I first said the good at game, which is a phrase that we've sort of retired.
No, I'm still good at
Unfortunately.
game. I'm good at game. You're just not good at game.
No, it's not just good at game, it's the good at game. It's just that it's just something we used to say early on and just sort of retired it.
I guess.
You know, like referring to emulation as Caribbean consoles.
Well, I want to emphasize, this is not a Caribbean console. This is an actual PS3.
Yeah. That's why we sort of stopped doing that, is because we ended up just getting setups that allowed us to play on original hardware. And once we started doing that, there wasn't really much need to use emulation. Oh my god, this camera angle.
Maybe that's just meant to be a cave.
Oh hey, you no longer have the breathing
Yeah,
breath
it's
bar.
I got the O2 mask.
Oh. I didn't even notice.
Yeah.
Because last time you were in water, you still had it. I'm still trying to think of what back in the day. I mean, the being able to crouch stab effectively in Ocarina was impressive because it allowed you to just melt through boss health bars.
I suppose. I think I realized that, no. Oh, that's just a cave. Okay.
Ooh, that was a little wild.
Yeah, Insomniac might be some of the best game designers in the world, but even they're not immune to the weird, odd hiccup.
Look, camera in
Cameras in video games, nobody was any good at them.
Nobody still is.
Oh, speaking of, things nobody still is, Bungie is not free of controversy.
Oh, big shocker.
So, Marathon's the new big game coming out. I want you to guess what the new accusation is.
Sexual harassment in the
No.
workplace? AI generated bullshit.
No. One of the artists was ID'd as stealing art.
Oh,
Plagiarism.
that's awful.
Yeah, and there's like legitimate proof, so it's not like a he said, she said, this is my unpublished book that I made like 20 years ago that I never published kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because like the thing with like the Destiny lawsuit is like just massive amounts of like
It's just mishandlement.
that is both mishandlement and the fact that the lawsuit is basically like I wrote a book in which characters have guns, and this has guns in it. It's basically like the little panda fighter thing, the guy who tried to sue DreamWorks because they had a panda that had kung fu.
Yeah, I get you. Like when the Tolkien estate tried to sue tried to sue Gary Gygax for Dungeons and Dragons, and it was ruled that the Tolkien estate does not have a copyright over a fantasy genre.
Yep.
The only thing that Tolkien, or the only, I mean, the only thing Gygax had to do was change the name of hobbits to halflings, because hobbits were the only thing that the Tolkien estate actually had claim on.
Then
And that's why they're called halflings in D&D.
I thought they're like half pints.
Hey, buddy, what's shaking?
Well, yeah, because halfling was an insult to was effectively a halfling was a slur in Lord of the Rings.
Actually,
Effectively.
I'm a little robot.
You're funny,
Because
too.
they're half the size of a man.
Looks aren't everything.
You be nice.
Yeah, be nicer
I
to
got
Clank.
something special for you. How would you like a hydro pack upgrade?
Yeah, he's a time
That
god.
would be quite helpful for swimming underwater.
Whatever.
There you go, sweetie. You look so handsome.
Thank you, miss. Your craftspersonship is excellent.
If you two are through,
Jealous?
You come back and see
Ooh,
me.
I love how
any
sassy
old
Clink's
time.
becoming.
He's always been sassy.
Will automatically cut
Well, I mean, once he was betrayed by Captain Quark.
The sass goes up.
Yeah, the sass goes up significantly, because now he's not like, now his naivete has been shattered,
Fair enough.
and he's now a cynical asshole in the best kind of way.
You know what I should play on channel? It would be definitely fun to do. It'd be fun to do Rift Apart.
Didn't we do that?
No, we haven't. We did Kraken Time.
Right. I mean, you can do Rift Apart.
I mean, fair enough.
Probably not right after this, because you know.
I mean, I get it.
Yeah, we tend to try and avoid doing 2 games in the same series in a row.
Yeah, we could do God of War 3 next. Why not?
That would be fun.
Ooh, maybe Ascension. That one is a bit more weird to talk about because it's like kind of the black sheep in the franchise.
Fair. That was like a weird. That was almost like a cutscene.
My trigger finger was too fast. All those guys jumped me and I just immediately...
No, you see, those guys never existed. You can't prove that you saw them before they inexplicably exploded. You know, spontaneous combustion is a very serious thing.
True.
That sound effect for jumping off the wall sounds so familiar.
It sounds like suction cups, yeah.
Yeah.
I think at one point originally wall jumping was locked behind like a
Special boots.
yeah, I think so.
I could believe that.
So that's why probably the suction cup noise.
Yeah, I could believe that.
There are a few games that did stupid stuff like that, like Sonic Unleashed.
Oh, we could do Sonic Unleashed next because of the recompile.
I'll probably download a mod in advance that lets me not have to collect as many goddamn fucking Sun and Moon talismans.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, I did it for my own playthrough. I did it legit, but I'm not gonna do it again. That is a pain in the half.
Yeah, no, I get it. I personally wouldn't install mods to make the game easier because when I play on the channel, I try to play with the creator's intention. The creator's intent.
Oh, that's fine. I'm not gonna make the game easier. I'm just removing the. I'm just reducing the ridiculous backtracking the game does.
I mean, you know where I'm getting at with this, right?
No.
There's one game that you really, really want me to mod because the intro is so needlessly
Oh,
long.
Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yes.
Yeah, that's because I just don't want to sit through you complaining for 5 hours about how boring and obnoxious Roxas is.
Look, I won't complain about. I will complain about that exactly once, and then I will find different things to complain about.
I don't want you to complain about Kingdom Hearts. I don't enjoy hearing you complain about games. Even games I hate. Even if I have like an issue with Kingdom Hearts, like I don't want to hear other people complain about it for 5 hours when I'm stuck in a room with them, you know?
Hey, are you thinking what
I mean,
I'm
I
thinking?
still
I
had.
sincerely doubt it.
I still said some good things about Kingdom Hearts.
What was it, like it's visual design or something?
No.
Let me get to the goddamn... There we go.
Turret. Kill. At least this,
I wonder if this is like a frame rate thing where it's like, oh yeah, they're supposed to spawn a thing every 5 frames, but because it's like...
Oh my god, so, are you familiar with the Cuphead ripoff called
Enchanted Portals? Yeah, I've seen footage of it.
Okay, so, you want to know how they tie some enemy spawn, or how they programmed certain enemies to spawn in some levels?
Oh, yes! Woo! I got the ship.
Because
Just
you're
in
gonna
time.
hear it, and you're gonna be like, why would they do that?
Tell me.
Men,
After
you're
this
about to
cutscene.
embark on a
Yes.
very dangerous mission. We will be launching a heavily armed surprise attack from our new moon base against a completely unarmed planet. Actually, that doesn't sound too dangerous. Nevertheless, your orders are simple. Destroy anything that moves. Steal the power generators from Gorda City. Then destroy anything that doesn't move. Oh, and don't forget, have fun.
We must get to the moon base and stop Drek.
No, we have to get to the moon base to find Quark. If Drek is there, Quark is probably with him.
But Drek is going to destroy that city. We must get to the base.
That's what I said.
No, that is what I said.
Fine.
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 Okay, so the way they have it programmed is, there are certain enemies that will spawn when you pass different kind of enemies. For example, in one level, there's maids that are sweeping the floor you gotta jump over, and they spawn when you pass under a spider. That the spider is also an enemy that will try to kill you.
Okay.
And is completely unrelated other than that. But that also means that if you don't kill the spiders, you're gonna have a fuck ton of maids taking up the entire bottom screen. The entire bottom part of the screen.
That sounds incredibly frustrating.
Oh, it gets worse. In another level, there's monkeys that you have to jump over. But doing so, like jumping over them instead of killing them, spawns mosquitoes carrying needles of presumably malaria. And those can also cover the screen.
Well,
Oh, I just instantly froze.
yeah, Ratchet might have fur, but have you ever gotten fur wet?
Yeah, when he needs his derpal drop. What, looping it back to Centaur World?
Yeah, good choice there.
That was a really catchy song.
I'm not gonna argue with that. It's a good song.
Is it windy?
No, it's just icy.
Oh, it looked like he was pushing against wind.
Yeah, it's ice, so.
Ah. That's a little awkward. What the? You're too good. You know what I think happened here? I think they based it on a dev, on the jumps of a dev who was not as good as jumping. That's what I think. That inadvertently made it more difficult. Still though, this, if done in a game with better wall jumps, it could be a pretty solid puzzle.
Yeah, it's the fact that it's like the one at the top like that.
Yeah, maybe you should go for the one at the top first.
It's kind of hard to do the one at the top, you know?
But yeah, that's why I think you should probably do it first.
It's also because it's like the hard hitbox. And you can't... Okay. You say do the one at the top, but it's like... How am I gonna do the one at the top if I can't even...
You got it right there.
Yeah, I know. That's the part that bugs me. It's like... There we go.
There we go. Holy fuck, that was just needlessly bullshit.
Let's see, we're like an hour in. I think we can do the Gimlick base after this area. Oh, shoot.
You stay immediately dying. Oh no, are you gonna have to do it again?
No, I think it should be fine. All the doors are open.
No. Oh. What the fuck? You got it that time.
What can I say? Once you do it once, it's muscle memory or something.
Like beat for bother.
There we go. There we go. Okay, here's a challenge. Invent a gun for Ratchet and Clank.
Alright.
Just like invent something, you know?
It's a gun that shoots a swarm of mechanical birds that swarm around an enemy.
Well, that's actually really clever. I like that.
Oh,
tick.
Is there a problem, sir?
Y'all wouldn't have any spare parts, would you?
Help yourself.
Heh.
These dang rocks are
That's
too
funny.
tough. I keep breaking my drill.
That rock is raritanium.
Let me look at that drill.
Percussive maintenance.
Shoot my dog and call me Sally. Thanks, partner.
No problem. I suppose I could take that rock off your hands, too.
Heck, here you go.
Yeah.
Now I can buy the Persuader.
Oh, right.
And the main purpose of the Persuader is that I get discounts.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna get the Persuader really quickly. Because it's worth having it, you know?
Yeah. It's a coupon.
So what would you call your rocket bird shooter gun?
The bird flipper. You know,
That's not bad, actually. I like that.
Or just call it the bird. But the way it launches them is by like flipping a catapult or a catapult.
I was gonna say you could just call it like
Perfect. This is
the word.
precisely what I need. You will bring me more raritanium.
You can't be serious.
Well, I tried.
I love that's just a hypno ring. Like from Captain Underpants.
Into giving big discounts on all items. We at Gadgetron trust them not to take advantage of this unsupported product.
Hopefully, I will not take advantage of this illegal black market tool that lets me get discounts.
Buy everything.
Hi there, Fuzzball.
Yes! The drone device!
Oh, that's a nice one.
Finally. The drone device is basically like a mini shield.
Oh.
It's good. It's a good item to have.
Yeah, it looks dope.
All right, let's hit up Gimlet Base. Let's see if I can't take that out in our hour and a half we've allocated.
Okay. I believe in you.
Yeah. Oh, cutscene. Altanus Orbit. Ooh.
It is time to begin your new assignment.
Ah, a photo op by your shiny new shuttle. Terrific idea.
Oh, you really are an idiot.
What?
You are to take that shuttle to the moon base and ambush those two miscreants when they arrive.
Oh, yes. Who are they again?
Those two!
Oh, of course. There is just one problem. I'm,
Too washed up for ground combat? True. That is why I will be loaning you my starfighter. You can still fly, can't you? It's settled then. You will acquire the starfighter once you get to the moon. Screw this up, and the endorsement deal is off.
But that would ruin me. You wouldn't.
Try me.
That would ruin me. And I love Quark. It's a shame he's not in the sequel.
Yeah. So, about Drek, more importantly the voice actor, there's been noticeably no sign of Gantu in any of the promotional stuff for Lilo and Stitch.
I did not see direct ship. We must have.
Oh,
missed it.
that's disappointing.
Who knows where Quark
Yeah.
is now?
A lot of
We're gonna
people are
catch
questioning
those
whether or
two.
not he's
We
even
need a
going to be
faster
in.
ship.
Perhaps this space station will supply
The
the ship we
movie.
need.
Well, we're here. Let's go check it out.
I'm not gonna watch it.
So I'm kind of washed out on like Disney live action stuff.
Everyone is. Nobody wanted it.
I kind of liked Beauty and the Beast being remade like that.
I got some.
But that's
great
because like I
thoughts
think
for you.
Beauty and the Beast is like one of those things where it kind can benefit from that kind of like reinterpretation, you know?
I guess. I think the one that would probably... I think the only one that would probably benefit at all from a live-action remake would be Hunchback of Notre Dame, and that's if they go with the play version over the movie. You know, the one where Frollo is Quasimodo's uncle.
Yeah, I get that.
And everyone dies in the end.
God, that's depressing.
It is depressing, but also... It's also a... Yeah, it's a tragic ending, but I think that it's... I say everyone dies. Esmeralda's the only one who dies.
Isn't it like how the book ends?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can believe that.
The play is more accurate than the book. One of the main things about the play is that Quasimodo is deaf. When he's talking to other people, you can hear it in his voice, but when he's talking to himself or the Saints of Stone, because it's closer to an internal monologue rather than outright dialogue, he speaks in a clear and he speaks in a clear voice, unimpeded by
his hearing issues.
Yeah. I think that's a really cool detail, especially when it happens in the middle of a song.
I can imagine it being a real difficult thing to get an actor who can do that.
I mean, probably. Don't forget how, don't forget that Cox ended up, like, playing a blind person kind of fucked up his acting because he forgot how to, or he instinctively, looked off in the distance, in other roles.
Oh yeah. Okay. So funny story. I'll give you the context for that. Charlie Cox was one of the actors who was up for the role of Han Solo, but he had spent several seasons playing like Matt Murdock, Daredevil. So when he was doing the interviews for the role in Solo, halfway through, like the director, whoever it is, like the hiring guy, is like, why are you looking me in the eye?
Yeah.
Yeah, the mandatory ones are like so much easier. No, fuck. Okay, wait a second. I have the solution. Don't mind Minions of Doom. See? It's all like the right tool for the right situation.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Way more in this game than any of its sequels. That's not to say the sequels don't have like the right guns for the right time, but that's more in like, this gun is best used in this situation. Here's a sniper rifle for a city with big sight lines, you know?
Yeah. Here's the question. So, I answered your question of what would I make as a gun for Ratchet and Clank. What would you make as a weapon for any game?
Good question. Can you at least give me like a game to pick from?
Let's go with Elden Ring. It could be a weapon, it could be magic, it could be a miracle.
I'd make a... Elden Ring has so many weapons. Anything I mentioned probably already exists in that game.
Oh, that's too broad then.
Yeah, I'm coming up with like Ice Spear, but like I guarantee you there's already a spear that has like an ice thing in it. And if I try to like add it to the lore of like any particular character, it's like, yeah, it already exists, dummy.
Okay. God of War.
Ooh, good one. You know what Kratos always needs more of? Like, a lot of God of War weapons are like very chain and blade. You know what he needs? He needs a Okay, I'm trying to think. I want to tie it to like a Greek god. I gotta think of one that hasn't been in the series yet.
Which is hard because most of them have been in the series.
All the popular ones. You know what? I think it'd be neat if like there was like an Aphrodite charm ability. Where you could temporarily make an enemy fight for you.
Oh, that'd be pretty dope. Because
in like the games, she doesn't give you like a charm ability. She gives you like Medusa's head. So it's like,
yeah, which has
great.
Nothing to do with her.
Yeah, maybe like an AoE stun even, like something that's a little more Aphrodite.
Yeah, stunning beauty.
Yeah, like just like a charm where you lift it up and you temporarily stun some enemies around you. So it gives you a little more breathing room. Because like the series notoriously has an issue with the fuck off button kind of thing.
Got one. A Narcissus mirror, basically a magic mirror that stuns enemies.
Okay, here's a question.
Tied to Narcissus.
You're asked to make a God of War game in the Greek saga. Who would you make a boss fight, and how would that boss fight go?
Oh, that's...
It doesn't have to be like a boss fight. It can be like what they did with Midas, where you just sort of have to chase him around and then burn him alive.
Pygmalion.
Who?
The guy that, the guy who sculpted the beautiful woman and prayed for her to come to life.
Oh, yeah, I know that one. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'd make it a boss rush where he carves various bosses. I'd have it be like a diegetic boss fight or whatever. He carves various bosses that you can kill, and depending on how good you do, you know, how fast you do it, what your combo meter, your highest combo meter, and how much health or how much damage you take, like you would get various rewards.
Okay, I was gonna say like you show up in like his arena and it's like all the enemies are like carved from stone, so it's like they got stone textures. Yeah, and you work your way through the area, and it's just like, yeah, I can imagine that'd be like an arena where you can come back whenever you want and sort of do like a little more every time.
Yeah. Oh, maybe you can come back to him after each like boss fight, and he is inspired to make a new one, allowing you to refight the various bosses.
Oh, that's actually really cool. I think that'd be a fun way of like redoing boss fights in that series.
I love when games allow you to refight bosses without having to. Ooh, that is dope as fuck. I love that texture. That is a really good texture.
Oh yeah, I love this bit.
Yeah, I love when games allow you to refight boss fights.
Diegetically?
not just diegetically, I just mean in general, without having to restart the whole game. That's one of the massive improvements to Ocarina of Time when the 3DS version came out. It added the ability to refight bosses, as well as a boss rush mode.
Oh, yeah.
All you have to do is go to Link's house and fall asleep on his bed, and that lets you refight bosses. And yes, it is also diegetic, because it's him effectively dreaming about some of his more memorable battles.
That was making me think of, like, Expedition 33, where, like, I've been replaying it, or rather, I've been playing it, and I've been thinking to myself, like, I would like to try some boss fights again, because some of those boss fights are, like, really good. And I would like to try them with, like, different builds, you know?
Does it not have a refight?
No, not really.
Oh, it's a shame.
At least not in, like... What it does instead is that some bosses are reused. Is, like... Not as, like, regular enemies, but as, like,
Mini-bosses?
Mini-bosses in extra, like, hard areas. Which is neat and all, but it's like, you know, I would like to do it, like, continuously.
Yeah.
I got some great.
Did I tell you my idea for a potential way to implement
That's
like
a real beauty.
a boss rematch mechanic?
Into what?
Oh, that's
into the game that I am thinking of.
I don't think you have.
About making. Oh man, you're gonna love it. I'll tell you off stream. I think you'll love it.
I love a lot of things. You might luck out.
It would be a mid-game. It would be access like mid-game or so. You know, once you have a nice roster of bosses to choose from.
Makes sense.
I like the vibe of this. This makes me want to play Unreal Tournament again. I haven't played that since I was a kid.
Fair enough.
But they had a level
that's my ship.
You were about to blow up your own ship.
Well, I was like, what is this thing? That looks like a ship.
But yeah, there was a level that was a moon base.
I could rush through, or
you could kill everyone. You can self-destruct the whole thing. First of all, you need to remove this self-destruct button. I don't even know why it's there and why it's so prominent.
There we go.
God, I love that the self-destruct button is why all the inventions were failing.
Yeah. Love that. Just love that entire gag where it's like, why would you put the self-destruct button in here? Is this necessary? Like, no, it isn't.
Yeah.
Do you think the addition of the self-destruct button in all of his machines is a representation of his self-destructive self-loathing?
Yeah.
I think his tragic backstories are actually a cry for help because he really just wants to be noticed. And he can only imagine doing so in big, bombastic, self-destructive ways.
Yeah, he's like Megamind. He does it for the theatrics and doesn't actually expect to win at any point.
Well, he does win in that altered timeline.
Yeah, but that's a completely different him. You see, he lost his toy train and never found it.
Different one. It's the altered timeline in which Candace stops the boys on the
Right, on the roller coaster.
Yeah. So he actually does take over the tri-state area.
Yeah, I forgot about that one.
That's a good episode.
That was.
Is that Aunt Phineas? Aunt Phineas, that means I'm gonna... Aunt Isabella. God damn it.
Yeah.
Is that Aunt Isabella? Oh, that means I'm gonna marry Phineas. Or Ferb.
Or Ferb.
I love that one because it's just like, she has that expression that's just so... Oof. Okay, how do I get through here? I'm just gonna have to gun it because I can't figure anything out. No, I cannot gun it. Yeah, I can't gun it. Ooh, wait a minute. Thing over here.
Probably won't be a shortcut to your ship.
It is, which is fine.
Because you can buy ammo.
Hi there, Fuzzball.
Yeah, classic. Okay. Well, we're like an hour 32 in, so...
And we got the shortcut to the ship, so we could call it here.
Wait a minute.
Save the rest of it for...
That's how they want me to do it? Those fucks.
Oh, you gotta fucking trench run this shit.
Well, now I want to continue. I just did a fucking trench run.
I love a good trench run.
It's funny. I don't think I had the Visibomb when I was a kid because I was trying to save up for the Rhino because I didn't realize it was like something you can't afford logistically in a normal run. So I have no idea how I managed to get past this as a kid.
You probably threw the little guys into there.
Maybe.
Also, you're low on health. Can you go buy health at the station?
No, they don't let you do that in this game, unfortunately.
That's lame.
Oh, I got the mag boots.
Oh, that's dope.
What psychopath invented this? Oh, I should have been visibombing. Oh.
Yeah, you should have been visible from the ceiling.
Yeah, don't worry.
Now
I got
you
this.
know. And knowing is half the battle.
Good, they're still dead.
They're dead. They're all dead.
They're dead. Right, I can't do that anyway because like the mag boots don't let me use any weapons other than the wrench.
That's stupid. That's dope. Kapooya! Kapooya! Boom, boom, boom.
I know what I'm doing.
I believe you. All you had to do was come here with more than 1 health.
Well, I haven't taken any hits yet, so. But there I did, so.
I was right about to say, if you can get through this without taking any damage, I'm gonna give you a smooch.
Can you give me a smooch anyway? I did it. No damage. Look, I've got 5 HP. Boom. No damage.
Sorry, you missed out on the platinum, so you're only getting gold, which means that instead of a smooch, you get a snuggle.
Oh, dang. What about hand holding?
That's the bronze reward.
Okay, I guess I can work with this.
Hello, Captain Ratchet. Come and get
He pulled
me,
the Dooku.
hero.
I will say, I always love that in, like, a trope. I always love that in a thing, is when a character jumps, like, off of a raised surface.
I'm doing this for your own good.
And it slowly rises because they're standing on some sort of floating vehicle.
Nice shot, kid. I owe you
Even your, ammo on the ship is limited.
Only the rockets.
How do you get more?
I think I'm just limited. Don't worry, I got the machine guns. These are fine.
I like that radar on the bottom right. Is that really necessary?
Kinda. It's it does also have my health there, so.
God, I love a good space in the dog fight.
Health.
What if we did Star Fox
Assault?
Is the Legends what it's called?
Adventures, Dinosaur Planet.
Yeah, Adventures. What if we played Star Fox?
Oh, speaking of, so apparently, a version of Dinosaur Planet leaked online.
Yo.
So now we've got the actual game it was meant to be available somehow.
Oh, I'll have to look into that. Because, you know, I love it whenever a game's development history is that. So, we made this one game, but the executive said that it probably wouldn't sell unless we slapped this character onto it, rebrand it.
I was speaking of, Captain Blood is out now.
Captain Blood?
Yeah. So, have I told you about the development history of this game yet?
No.
Damn it.
Thank you. Tonight's event will be
I was so close.
7 on channel 4073.
So, Captain Blood is a game from the PS3 era that was originally meant to release in like 2010. But what ended up happening was nobody knew who owned the license to Captain Blood.
How does that happen?
basically everybody's arguing because they all claimed they owned it and they all had a paper trail of some kind.
Oh, it was a Tetris situation?
Kinda, yeah. Not a one-to-one of a Tetris situation, but like enough of one, you know? Anyway.
Yeah, where there's a lot of confusion and miscommunication and misconceptions leading to...
Yeah, everybody claims they owned it, you know? So, you get a bunch of studios that claim they own the rights to make a video game based off Captain Blood, and none of them want to accept they're wrong. Fuck.
Okay, I don't know how you didn't see that.
I was seeing through the. I was hyper focused on the other thing. You know.
That is how Quark gets you.
I was hyper focused. Yeah.
Yeah. He gets you to focus on something so hard you don't notice the moonwalking bear. That is one of my favorite phenomenons.
There we go. There's some more ammo.
Hey. What about you? What's some of your favorite psychological phenomenons?
God, that's a good one. When do I begin on that one? God, that's a good one, and I'm kind of can't answer because I'm kind of trying to aim and shoot.
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't know if this counts, but I am kind of fond of the psychological exams where it's like they show you like two of the same image and they tell you each is different, so like, people invent reasons why they're like different.
That's fair.
There we go. This run is much better.
Oh yeah, you're doing fantastic, sweetie. Yay,
got him!
You killed him, dead. He's died. And he will never be seen again. Because he's dead.
Despite my earlier criticism, I must admit, your piloting skills are improving.
He's the greatest pilot I
but
ever
that has
met.
not helped us locate Drek.
He's a good friend.
Can't you just once relax and enjoy a little success? Hey, you want to catch Drek? Betcha this baby can do it.
Oh no.
This next episode's gonna be the final one, probably?
Potentially.
This once peaceful planet is being torn apart today in an unprovoked attack.
I like that she's also
it now
smoking
seems certain that
and
Supreme
sparking.
Executive Chairman Drek will not be dissuaded in his efforts to destroy the galaxy for his own selfish needs. All hope certainly seems lost.
Darligratch, Channel 2 News.
Yes, I know. It is worse than I expected, too.
Look, maybe you were right. This is a lot bigger than you or me. I was really selfish focusing on Quark.
It is not too late to stop Drek.
Hey, yeah! We've got this new ship. Let's go get him.
Now you are talking.
See, that's called growth. New ship, new me. Let's go to the next planet and then we'll leave off there.
Yay!
That way our next run isn't like transitionary.
That's fair. Should we start the sign off now?
Yeah, let's do that.
Alright, thank everybody for watching. Tune in next week for more of Ratchet and Clank. Possibly with Alex. Also, hopefully we will have. Hopefully we will have Doom Dark Ages up.
Clank? Clank? Come
What the
on,
fuck?
wake up!
Captain
He just
Quark?
fucking died or something?
No, goofball. It's me, Ratchet.
What happened?
You got toasted by lightning. This place is having one heck of a storm. You won't be safe out there. I'll be right back.
So, after
a
Ratchet and
Ratchet
Clank
only.
become friends, they give me a Ratchet only level just to fuck with me.
I like that.
Yeah, I love it
alright.
too.
So yeah,
Hi there, Fuzzball.
definitely check out more Ratchet and Clank. I'm playing Doom. I'm also playing Mario Brothership with our friend Biddy, and Minecraft with Biddy. And finally, there's a couple tabletop RPGs. So definitely check all those out. Comment challenge of the day. What weapon would you add into a game?
I would add a nunchuck shotguns into Ratchet and Clank.
That actually sounds pretty dope. You know they would introduce it by someone like trying to show off with it and shooting themselves in the head.
To be fair, that's not original. That's cut content from Ratchet and Clank Crack in Time.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, but it's such a cool idea. The gun truck.
I love it. All right.
It was
Well,
part
with
of a
that out of the way,
contest, I think. It ended up in like
nice.
second or third place, and they were like, "I love it too much. I'm gonna model it anyway."
Yeah. Anywho, with that out of the way, there's no less to say about good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.